Alrighty, welcome back. It's been a little over a month,
It has.
and you probably read a lot.
I have.
That's what he does.
I've got so many series going, I'm having a hard time keeping up all of a sudden.
Keeping up
Well,
or keeping track?
coming into new books while I'm finishing off series that I liked.
Okay. All right, how many books we have?
We've got 6 books this month. Our first book is Induction by Sean Oswald. This is a LitRPG apocalyptic fantasy. And the name of the series is Welcome to the Multiverse. The apocalypse is coming to Earth, but only a few people know about it. Only 5 people on Earth know about it. And those people are forcefully prevented from telling anyone else by the system. The way it works is the system picks 5 worlds that are going to be inducted into the system. The worlds have no say in it. The only thing they can do is fight for the best position. The world in 5th place is going to be a mining world. Everyone on the world they'll be killed in the process. The 2 worlds in 3 and 4 are going to be dungeon worlds, and less than 50% of the population will survive. Ones in 1 and 2, at least one is going to be inducted into the multiverse. And as such, there's a possibility that up to 90% of the people will survive. But Earth is locked in a battle fighting against the forerunners of 5 different planets. They are at present in 3rd place because one of their forerunners has been dead for 2 years, and the others don't seem to be working too hard on it. We have the fate of these 5 worlds hangs in the balance on how their forerunners perform. They each have a portal at their home, and every night at midnight, they can go into the portal. They can take quests to earn world points. They can fight monsters. They can fight other forerunners. In all of these things, they get points. We're behind by at least 3 million points. And we're going to be a dungeon world if we don't.
Is that a lot of points?
Yes. And now we come along, and Silas, he's a 20-year-old, 2 years of college behind him. He has a mother and a sister. His father died 2 years ago. It was cancer, but it was incurable, and it was a horrible death. And his she can't really function well. And the sister is just graduating high school. All of a sudden, they find out that their uncle, who died 2 years ago also, has an inheritance for their mother. But there's some stipulations to it that are very unusual. In order for them to get the inheritance, the oldest living male heir has to live in the shed out back on the property. And they send people to make sure that he's living in that shed. So he can't live in the big grand house. He has to live in the shed. And he figures, to get the money for my college and my sister's college and for the medical care that my mom needs and get us out of debt, this is worth it. I'll live in the shed. And the first time he goes into the shed, he is attacked by a 3-foot tall squirrel. And he kills the squirrel using a rake that's there in the shed and a shovel. When he does, all of a sudden a blue screen comes up in front of his face saying, "Welcome to the multiverse. You are one of the forerunners for Earth, replacing your uncle." And so now Silas is the forerunner for Earth. All of the other forerunners on Earth are at level 125, which is the cap. And most of the forerunners on other worlds are 125, and he's level 0. He has to get strong fast. At the same time, he has to go to college, maintain things in the house, and it's a difficult proposition, except that every night at midnight, he can go into this portal, and he can be gone for weeks When he comes back, it's 6 o'clock in the morning of the same day that he just went in. He can get a lot of experience if he's willing to really push hard, and he is willing. And so the book is an exhilarating ride as Silas tries to figure out all of these things that he's having to do. At the same time, make some friends. His uncle's journal warns him, don't trust the other forerunners from Earth. There's some problems there. I don't know exactly what they are, but don't trust them. Every time he goes into this portal, he gets whisked around the multiverse to the various things that he's supposed to do. And he's able to make some friends on other planets and set up a team to help him out in dungeons and in fighting monsters. And it's a fun ride. It's a really enjoyable book to read. I gave it a 10. It's well worth reading. There's no profanity and no offensive sexual content, but there are violent incidents of high intensity. And it's a fascinating take on how the Earth is inducted into the multiverse.
Does that actually happen in the series?
Not yet.
Okay.
They're still working up to the time when it's going to happen.
And how deep into the series are you?
There are 4 books in the series, one coming out next month. I've read 4 of them.
That sounds like it's going to go a ways.
Yeah,
so
I think so.
All right, that was 6 books.
6 books.
Well, a number of 10s, a few that I think I would like to read. So hopefully you find something.
I enjoyed a lot of these. I think you'll enjoy them too. Try them out.
All right.